What's up guys, GB here, giving you another StarCraft 2 replay, and I got something a little bit different here for you guys today. I'm going to be casting a 3v3, and this is with two of my friends, so thank you. And it looks like we got some good scripture going on here. I don't know what these guys are talking about. I'm from Korea, how does I StarCraft? Our opponents were really funny. But anyways, back to the game. I'm spawning here in the center right position as the yellow Terran. Top right we got Negus as the purple Zerg, and my other ally will be the orange Protoss under the name of Spartacus. And our opponents are Atarax CY, Marsh Viper X, and Mega Milk. So they're a Protoss Zerg Protoss team, so it's going to be TZP versus ZTP. So we got a little bit of balance, saying that at least we're 3 of each race. And it looks like Negus is going to get an early gas before expanding or spawning pool. Starting with my barracks, got my supply depot up already, because of course you gotta have the supply depot before you can build your barracks. Looks like we got some pinging, trying to scout, probably nothing much on there. Looks like Spartacus is walling off with his gateway, pretty standard opening Protoss strategy. Our opponent's, this Protoss decides not to wall off, gets the gateway in his main base. This Zerg getting an early gas as well, not getting any early expansion in our spawning pool. And this Protoss getting an early gas, also choosing not to wall off, just getting his buildings inside his base. Looks like Mega Milk's trying to scout into my base, but I've got my wall going up pretty soon here. He might just get that probe, and right there, it looks like there's just enough room. I probably could have thrown a supply depot to prevent that probe from getting in here, but he sneaks by. He's not going to see much though. I mean, I don't really have that much built. He's going to see my supply depot and my barracks. Going to throw down that supply depot now, so that probe is now stuck in my base. Making sure to follow him because I don't want any proxy pylons in my base or anything like that. And I think what he was trying to do was move down here, build a pylon, warp units into my base, that way he wouldn't have to deal with my wall. But he's going to be sadly mistaken where he can't escape because his supply depot is here. So a little action going down. Had to pull that one of CV off the line, so he needs to get back to work. My partner Negus now has his spawning pool getting a second gas. He's got a fairly lot of income going on. Can we check the resource tab? Yeah, purple's already got 168 gas. Next closest person's 44, so he's doing pretty well. Unit-wise, red's just got probes. Blue's got drones and overlords. We got some probes. Yeah, looks like me and Spartacus are the only one with offensive units out. I've already got 3 Marines. Spartacus has his 1 Zealot guarding his base right here, and he can move that actually right here, and that would prevent any Zerglings from getting into his base. So pretty well placement right here. Looks like Blue's gonna get his expansion at his natural right away. He's still working off that 1 gas. He has his spawning pool now, and I have my orbital command. Look at that. Before 5 minutes, so I'm definitely getting better at that. Producing mass marine right here. Now I could have got a tech lab on this one, but since I chose not to get gas, I think I'm pumping out marines crazy. If we look at the units tab, I already have 7 marines. Spartacus has 3 zealots, and nobody else really has any offensive units. Red has 1 zealot, getting his robotics facility, so he's probably trying to go early Colossus. But other than that, I seem to be the only one producing offensive units, so Spartacus is catching up in his Zealot count right now, so I feel at this point in the game we are ahead unit-wise, and it looks like we decided that we're going to ping Blue's base because we know he's the Zerg, and he doesn't have that many units. He's got, what is that, 6 Zerglings? Yeah, 6 Zerglings. So let's go back to the production tab. What is purple doing? Negus still continuing to get his layer tech, throwing down the spire, saving up his minerals so he'll have the mulets. Looks like Spartacus and I are going to push out. This is a pretty heavy Marine and Zealot army trying to group together. Do not want to get caught off guard. That 1 Zergling is going to scout. This is coming. These guys are going to try and intercept with these Zerglings right here. Not going to be able to get past us though. And trying to stall. I don't know. he was trying to stall us with that or get his scout on, but we could have pushed up right here, but I think we decide that we are going to push up into Blue's base. He doesn't have much to defend this right now. He's got his roach worn up, but he doesn't have any roaches. Injecting that larva, he spent most of his time getting that expansion and reinforcing this with Marines. The Zealot's going to get into the mineral line. I'm going to use these Marines to snipe his workers, and snipe the Overlord's going to try and supply block him right here. And we're going to try and get that one Marine. Not going to happen. All the Overlords are dead. This base is going to go down. And it looks like we're going to get an early push out and be successful in killing the blue Zerg. Now it looks like Red's going to move up here with Stalkers. Purple has been saving his money so he can get his Spire. He does have Overlords and Mutalisks on the way to deal with this. But other than that, he doesn't really have anything. But Blue's base is all but gone. And Red is just going to try and harass hell out of Purple. And all our units are killing off Blue's base, so looks like Negus is going to have to take one for the team at this point. And the Stalkers focusing down this expansion. Looks like Spartacus finally gets some Zealots in here. The Mutalisks are going to be able to stall this, prevent the hatchery or lair from going down in this situation. The Zealots are going to clean up these Stalkers, but that expansion is going to go down. The Broodlings are going to intercept this, take down some of the shields. My Marine army is now huge, and we are going to push out and destroy this expansion. Looks like Blue expanded again up here in the high yield. Good call on him for doing that. But yeah, other than that, Blue is pretty much out of this game. We were able to save Negus, so it's kind of like a 3v2 at this point. And now we're trying to decide what we're going to do. This guy decided to get a crazy amount of photon cannons, so it'd be kind of foolish for us to do that. So this guy has photon cannons also up this ramp. So what are we going to do? These units aren't going to be able to do much. The Marines get off guard. I do have these hotkeyed, and I have my barracks hotkeyed, so I'm able to push out and produce units at the same time. Looks like we got a little bit of something going on over here. No Muta harass, however, though, so he's just keeping his Mutas in his base. Decided that we're going to go here, because we didn't know these photon cannons were here yet. But we're not going to push up in there. I don't know why I keep deciding to put my Marines in Blue's base, but Red's got a pretty well-sized army here at his ramp, not producing any Colossus yet. Doesn't have that other building he needs. Was that Robotics Bay? Yeah, Robotics Bay. Doesn't have that up yet. It does have his Twilight Council. So we could be getting Blink for these. Is he getting any upgrades? No, not getting Blink, not getting the Zealot Charge. Blue, keeping this drone here, but I've got Marines patrolling back and forth, making sure he has looks like we missed a little bit of action right here. This Protoss army is going to be much bigger than mine, but we're going to catch Blue off guard. He is pissed, look at that. And he's going to try and use these force fields, surround these Marines. I'm just going to try and focus down as much as I can. I know I'm going to lose this army, but we've already taken out Blue, so it's a 3v2 at this point. Looks like Spartacus decides to come in here. He doesn't have the Zealot Charge, so it's not going to do very much against these Stalkers if he can micro them correctly. But Negus has some Zerglings right out here. He used those Mutas. Looks like he's taking out Red's money right now, because Red pushed out right here, not realizing that these Mutalisks are destroying all of his probes. So pretty much all that we really have to deal with is Teal and then Red's current army. And he's got 780 minerals, so it's not like he can stop producing, but this is really going to hurt his economy. So we got Zerg attack level 1 on the way. My Marine army's gone, so what did I decide to do? Get more Marines. What would any other Terran player do at that situation? I do get 2 more factories, so now I'm producing off 5 racks, 3 factories, siege tank and siege mode on the way. What is this pinging going on over here? I think they wanted me to scan. Blue trying to get this hatchery up, not gonna work. Negus has got his Mutalisk going. I think that was Blue's last drone. Can we check that? Yep, all Blue has now is 1 Overlord. And he is really mad. But Negus comes back. He's got his own. And he's not rebooted his base. He has no more drones. Little dancing going on between these Zealots and these Stalkers. No charge, no blink. These sentries don't have enough energy. Oh, I guess that one had enough energy for one force field. But Spartacus has got his zealots, bigger zealot army in his base. He's got a warp prism, so there could be warp-ins. Red's going to move out here. He's finally got a couple more probes to start mining in his base again. But there's not going to be a lot of defense for Negus' expansion here. But he only has 2 drones mining off of it. If he loses this expansion, it's not like it's a huge loss. And that's exactly what's going to happen. Stalkers are going to clean that up very easily. And Negus is probably going to lose this expansion. He does have a couple Zerglings here, but not enough to deal with that. Moving his Overlords, he doesn't want to get supply blocked. His Mutos are down here. He's going to try and go for Teal's mineral line. But there are some Stalkers here, but he's going to try and just snipe the probes. Very good harassed by Negus in this situation. He lost that hatchery, and they're going to march into his main base, and he really needs help. I got my expansion. Spartacus has yet to expand, but he does have a very heavy zealot army. So that's good. He's got his Chrono Boost ready, so he could Chrono Boost out an Immortal or something like that. And I lift up my barracks because now I've got Hellions, I've got Marines with that combat shield, no stim pack, but I do have siege tanks with siege mode. So yes, finally guys, you will see me do a build where I do not just spam Marines, Marauders. I got Hellions, siege tanks, and Marines, and I'm going to engage this. Got my siege tanks up. Going to get a few siege shots in here, yeah, but it does not look like I'm going to move my tanks up. But it looks like we're going to have enough to deal with this. Getting the Hellions to attack the Zealots because they're all clumped up together. And yeah, between the Zealots, we've got them cornered, the Marines, nothing going to happen here. So yes, Negus, your base has been avenged. He burrowed all of his drones. He's got 2850 minerals, so it's not like he can't just rebuild another couple hatcheries. But now Red Armies is gone. He is getting harassed in his base by Negus, and that's just terrible because he's got 1,000 minerals, but now he only has 3 probes, so he can't. After he spends those 1,000 minerals, he's gonna have nothing. I guess I missed this fight right here, so Negus must have taken out Teal's base. The other 2 players are finally gonna GG out, and yeah. That was a very good game by us. We played really well. Looks like Red had an observer, so he saw Siege Tank, Marine, Zealot Army heading for his base. He didn't have any defense to deal with it. So a really good 3v3 game, you know, and you got to see some Protoss finally, and you got to see me do something other than just Mass Marauder. And good rush for us, getting blue out of the game pretty well. And thanks to our opponents for being such good sports. And thanks for watching, guys. I will see you next time.